music videos, narratives, documentaries, press services and programs on location or outside live broadcasting of mass and other church functions, government or indoor functions, and or medium and large enterprises. All services are offered at competitive prices. Tune in daily to catch Luntha television on Zuko on channel 51, Starsat channel 474, Star Times channel 474, Topstar 474, Kriye 007, GoTV on channel 807, Azam on channel 386, and live streams on our YouTube and Facebook platforms. You can find us in Area 2 Lilongwe or can reach us on 0883 815 055. Come, let us help you grow your business.
Glad to join our 7:30 news bulletin right here on Luntha TV. I'm Charity Chilanga. First, look at the top stories.
U.S.-Mexico border diocese of Matamoros to have new name, Co-Cathedral in Reynosa. President Chakwera calls for fair distribution of resources and loans to benefit all Malawians. Malawi is still struggling to curb economic imbalance. And in international news, Ruto nominates allies of opposition leader Odinga to cabinet.
We do have the details to these and many more. Stay tuned. The Diocese of Matamoros in the Mexican state of Tamaulipas on the border with the U.S. has announced two changes in its pastoral government, which are said not to be immediate. In a statement shared Monday, the Mexican diocese said its name will change to the Diocese of Matamoros Reynosa, and the Our Lady of Guadalupe Church in Reynosa will be its co-cathedral. We have a Catholic News Agency report read by Brennan Manza.
The statement says the Vatican Dicastery for Bishops approved the changes which had been requested by the Bishop of Matamoros, Junior Andres Lila Rugacia, considering that Reynosa, which is part of the territory of the Diocese of Matamoros, is the municipality with the largest population in the state of Tamaulipas, and its ecclesial life is very solid. The episcopal seat of what will be the Diocese of Matamoros, Reynosa, will remain in Matamoros, where the Cathedral of Our Lady of Refuge and the offices of the Diocesan Curia are located. However, some liturgical celebrations and diocesan services will take place in the new Cathedral, which is located in downtown Reynosa. The Royal Spanish Academy defines Cathedral as a church with the dignity of a cathedral, united to that of the historical seat of the same diocese.
State President Dr. Lazarus Chakwera has emphasized the importance of fair and equal distribution of resources and loans by authorities to benefit all Malawians. Speaking at the second phase launch of the National Economic Empowerment Fund NIF 100 billion kwacha loan disbursement today in Malacca, Chakwera highlighted the need for relief and laws to be distributed impartially, ensuring that everyone, regardless of political affiliation or region, benefits from the country's development. Tando Mzumara with the details.
Dr. Chakwera emphasized the government's dedication to fostering wealth creation, job opportunities, and food security in Malawi to achieve self-reliance. He stated that his administration intends to remove obstacles that impede the well-being of Malawians through a collective fight against poverty. Dr. Chakwera also assured Malawians of more initiatives to improve lives and reduce poverty, stressing the importance of unity and encouraging everyone to take advantage of the NIF programs.
Famine timapatsidwa mwayi wotumikira anzathu tiye tichite mwachilungamo. Polemba mayina osangolembana pabanja pano pokha. Lembana aliyense osangolembana achipani chanu chokha. Wena adazolowera zimenezo ife situchita za mtundu umenewa koma zimenezo sizitanthauza kuti ngati inuyo olembano ndinu achipani china ndiye kuti mukhaulitse Malawi Congress Party chifukwa ndiwo amene akudandaula madera ambiri akusalidwa mwadaladala kuti azinena kuti mukhaule mmaganiza kuti muli mboma tikuonetsani chifukwa zinthu zimenezo timalemba ndife. Chikhalidwe chimenecho ife Malawi Congress Party sitichidziwa yayi. Tiyeni titumikirane moona mtima aliyense.
In his speech, the Minister of Finance and Economic Affairs, Eucharistic Banda, commended President Chakwera for demonstrating his vision and political determination in establishing NIF. Eucharistic Banda noted that NIF's loans provisions reflect the government's commitment to offering financial assistance nationwide. He highlighted that since NIF's inception, the government has created direct employment for many Malawians and improved farmers' livelihoods. Acknowledging the president's fair distribution of NIF loans, regardless of political affiliation, tribe or region, Member of Parliament for Balaga West, Betha Ndebele, also emphasized the positive impact on women and youth. She urged the program to include the elderly and disabled in its implementation. For Luntha News, this is Tandiwe Mzumara.
Malawi government is still grappling to term economic imbalance, which has resulted into macroeconomic instability. The country's economic monetary reform with agency report indicates. The 90th edition of the report, titled Malawi's Path to Economic Stability, that specializes in investing in adaptive safety nets, undertaken by World Bank, was launched on Thursday in Lilongwe. The 30-page document says economic growth in Malawi fell short of expectations in 2023 and is projected to remain subdued in 2024. Herbert Katanda reports.
The document says while implementation of the planned macroeconomic and structural reforms is expected to boost gross domestic product growth over the medium term, an El Nino-induced drought has worsened the near-term growth outlook. World Bank indicates that drought has compounded long-standing macroeconomic imbalances with large fiscal deficits, balance of payments and challenges, and price instability weighing on economic activity since 2020. But with the average population growth at 2.6%, GDP is expected to decline in per capita terms. In an interview after presenting the findings to Malawi government, World Bank country manager for Malawi, Faris Rad, recommended that Malawi should stick to social protection policies that are continuously benefiting the majority of Malawi's citizens. He said social cash transfer stimulates and strengthens the economy. However, it needs to be uplifted and amended to reach out to a lot of Malawians.
Strengthening the program, strengthening the targeting of the program, strengthening the various aspects of the program so that it can respond better to the needs of the poor and the vulnerable, as well as expanding the coverage of it. It's already working in all the districts of Malawi, but there's more individuals that need to benefit from the program, and we hope, along with other partners, can support the government.
On her part, Minister of Gender, Social Welfare, Jean Sendeza, said government is working on reforming the social cash transfer to ensure the number of beneficiaries has been extended.
We have had so many crises, the COVID-19, Cyclone Idai and the Cyclone Freddy, and all these crises, have made our economy to not move in the right direction. So due to that, we have a lot of people that are vulnerable, very poor. So due to that, we have the social cash transfer program that is all the time is targeting our people with disability.
Malawi recently established the Social Protection Multi-Donor Trust Fund with the support of the Social Protection Systems, 3 calls of social cash transfer, climate smart enhanced public works, and livelihood support program under the umbrella of the Social Support for Resilient Livelihoods. For Luntha News in Lilongwe, I'm Hilbert Katanda. Satyega sister.
A statement by the United Nations and humanitarian partners in the country has revealed that Malawi is in need of $50.7 million to support procurement of food, distribution and cash transfers to the most vulnerable people. The statement further says 4.2 million people are projected to face acute food insecurity between the months of May and September this year. Rashida Matandeka reports.
The United Nations, in collaboration with the government of Malawi, has launched a flash appeal, according to the statement, to address the devastating impacts of El Nino-induced drought that is currently affecting the country. This is in response to the declaration by the state president, Dr. Lazarus Chakwera, on the 23rd of March, where 23 districts were declared a state of disaster due to inadequate rains and prolonged dry spells that damaged crops and food production. In the process, not only maize production was affected, but rice, soybeans, cowpeas, and groundnuts were also impacted negatively. UN Resident Coordinator Rebecca Adadonto said the severity of the drought calls for immediate and coordinated action. The flash appeal aims at complementing the national El Nino-induced prolonged dry spells and floods response appeal that was launched in April this year by the government. The program seeks to build upon national initiatives and address areas not covered by the national plan, ensuring that response is The program seeks to build upon national initiatives and address areas not covered by the national plan, ensuring that the response is comprehensive and effective.
If you've just joined us, I know that you're watching news on Luntha TV, and we'll be back after this short break.
Are you passing through Desert Town and you think of finding a place to rest or just to have some nice food? Always keep this name in your mind. Comfort Lodge. Situated in Airfield at Desert Town. Here at Comfort Lodge, we offer comfortable, affordable and quality accommodation. The place is located at a very quiet environment that gives you a comfortable and peaceful sleep. We also offer local food such as madimba, masambote ndera, chisoso, ndindo zina za lokolo, zambiri. Talking of entertainment, that's not an issue, as we have a DSTV for your favorite channels. Tight security, electricity and water backups are all in place just for you, dear customers. During this time of COVID-19, we have all measures in place just for your safety. Oh yes, come and taste a different feel of life here at Comfort Lodge in the town. Comfort Lodge. Comfort Lodge, your number one place for affordable and quality accommodation.
welcome back, and let's have a reminder of the top stories before we proceed.
US-Mexico border diocese of Matamoros to have new name, Co-Cathedral in Reynosa. President Chakwera calls for fair distribution of resources and loans to benefit all Malawians. Malawi is still struggling to curb economic imbalance, and in international news, Ruto nominates allies of opposition leader Odinga to cabinet.
Moving on with the news, the Principal Resident Magistrate Court is tomorrow Friday expected to deliver his ruling on bail application by music producer Jenjano Mbedza, who was arrested on Monday for cyber allegations in connection to a social media publication, Bakili Muluzi TV. Lawyer representing Mbedza, Gilbert Konyongwa, has since told Luntha television that the magistrate Lodrick Mijongwe is also expected to rule on another application by the accused for his case to be transferred to Blantyre, which is more convenient than the status quo. National Police Deputy Spokesman Hali Namaza says they took Mbedza to court in Lilongwe in respect of the 48-hour rule. Robert Edward with the details.
The infamous Bakrimulus TV is a social media page that makes publications deemed criminal against the Cybersecurity Act still remains police target as they enforce the law. On Monday, one Chianjano Mbedza, who owns CIA studio in Blantyre, was arrested by police in relation to the page before being taken to Lilongwe, a move widely criticized by other quarters on the rationale behind transferring the suspect from the commercial capital to the administrative capital, while allegedly making it difficult for his relatives to pay him a visit due to distance. But on Thursday, National Deputy Police Publicist Hari Namaza told us that the suspect was taken before Principal Resident Magistrate Court in Lilongwe in respect of the 48-hour rule, where reports indicate that State Representative Charles Panyani asked the court to give the state 7 more days with Mbedza in their custody to finish their investigations, which are at 80%.
Ensured that we observe the 48-hour rule as per the law. So he was taken before the court of law. Now the issue is in court.
But lawyer representing the accused, Gilbert Konyongwa, argued before the magistrate that the state's intent to continue keeping Mbedza in custody would be against the law, as the arrest was supposed to follow concluded investigations.
We made 2 applications. One, that he be released on bail. Secondly, that the matter should be transferred to Blantyre, because Blantyre is more convenient, taking into account that the accused person stays in Blantyre, and also that the offense is alleged to have been committed in Blantyre.
Currently, social media in Malawi is also awash with another video clip of Bakrimulus TV mocking the government for arresting Mbedza. In a statement on 24 June this year, police asked Malawians to responsibly use social media to avoid committing cybersecurity crimes, which Mbedza is being accused of for allegedly taking part in making and producing Bakrimulus TV publications. The magistrate will Friday rule on both the bail application and the application to transfer the case to Blantyre. For Luntha, this is Robert Edward.
The Center for Democracy and Economic Development Initiatives said it is planning to hold a demonstration on August 1st, 2024 at the Capitol Hill offices in Lilongwe. The demonstration is in response to sentiments made by Secretary to the Treasury Bechani Cheleni, who stated that voters must stop threatening politicians with their votes. Senate Executive Director Sylvester Namiwa expressed his organization's concerns about Cheleni's statement, saying it undermines democracy and takes Malawians for granted. Namiwa emphasized that Cheleni's position is paid for by taxpayers who deserve respect and apology. Emmanuel Jocha reports.
In an interview with Luntha television, Namiwa revealed that SIDED had written a letter to Cheleni asking him to apologize for his sentiments made 3 weeks ago at a national debts conference. However, Cheleni has refused to apologize, prompting SIDED to proceed with their plans for demonstration.
And unfair accusation of the voters. In fact, he should have been the last person to make such careless sentiments because he's a beneficiary of the voting system. He was ushered into that position by people that were voted into power through that court-sanctioned presidential polls. Secondly, his sentiments are a threat to our democracy because he's trying to create a leeway for politicians to do as it pleases. So we asked him to resign or else apologize, something which he never did. That is giving us enough grounds to suspect that he is too arrogant to continue serving that office.
SIDED believes that Cheleni's sentiments are a threat to democracy and voters, and that he should either apologize or resign. Namiwa emphasized that Malawians will not be taken for granted and that SIDED will fight for their rights. When contacted, Cheleni told us he's not commenting on the matter. Namiwa assured that demonstrations will be peaceful and aimed at sending a message to Cheleni and the government. The demonstration is scheduled to take place at Capitol Hill offices in Mlilongwe, where SIDED will present a petition to Cheleni's office. For Luntha News, this is Emmanuel Jocha.
And in international news, the Kenyan President William Ruto has named 4 ministers from the main opposition party in a bid to form a broad-based government. In his address on Wednesday, Ruto nominated Hassan Joho as Cabinet Secretary for Mining, Economy and Maritime Affairs, while Cliff Opalanya was designated as Cabinet Secretary for Cooperatives, John Mbadi at the National Treasury Ministry, and Opio Wandai at Energy. We have African News report read by Brennan Mwanza.
The 4 politicians were part of a batch of 10 nominees. They are close allies of the Orange Democratic Movement leader. In his first batch of appointments last week, Kenya's president retained 6 former cabinet ministers. Protesters on social media accused the opposition of treason, some alleging a secret deal was brokered. The nominees still need to get the green light by Parliament. The weeks of turmoil in East Africa's economic hub have led to dozens of deaths, the firing of most cabinet members, and cause for Ruto's resignation. Protests began with Kenyans rejecting a proposed bill to impose more taxes.
That also brings us to the end of our edition of news, but let's have a recap of the top stories before we go.
US-Mexico border diocese of Matamoros to have new name, Co-Cathedral in Reynosa. President Chakwera calls for fair distribution of resources and loans to benefit all Malawians. Malawi is still struggling to curb economic imbalance, and in international news, Ruto nominates allies of opposition leader Odinga to cabinet.
Charity Chalanga, thanks so much for keeping me company and continue enjoying the rest of our programs right here on Luntha TV. Goodbye.